They were nomads, adrift on a frigid Arctic sea, shivering, starving, thousands of miles from where they began. Those crashing waves should have meant their end. Instead, the powerful storm cast them ashore on a magical island where the sun shone warmly upon a lush rainforest. The settlers harvested, dug down, cut deep into the green heart of the island, for the fools believed its natural wealth was endless. But it wasn't. Besides, I was here first, living deep in the rainforest. So, who could blame me if I cursed their mighty chief with a deadly sickness? Without their chief, none would dare to challenge me. Or so I thought. My name is Baba Yaga. Sasha, save us. Save your mother, Sasha.
Sasha, wake up! Quick! Mother is very sick. Hurry!
The chief lay dying. She looked quite pale. My dreadful spell, the final nail in her coffin.
No! No! This can't be happening! There must be something we can do!
Magda, Sasha, come here. Listen carefully. Now, more than ever, you have to stick together. Sasha, I need you to take care of your younger sister. Soon, I'll be gone, and you...
But there is a cure. I'll go into the rainforest and find the magical witch blossom. It'll make you well again.
Oh, Magda, for the last time. The flower is a fairy tale. It's not real. It's a silly superstition.
We don't know that for sure. Remember the story, Sasha? The witch blossom grew with petals of blue, alight with the magic of a witch's brew.
Magda, please. The last thing I want is the two of you wandering into the jungle. What if Baba Yaga finds you? What would you do? Promise me you won't do anything reckless. Promise me. Both of you. Promise me. Promise me.
But Magda enters, the forest wild. She's always been a foolish child.
Sasha! Did you follow me? I refuse to go back until I find that witch blossom. So you can just return to the village on your own. Or you can carry the lantern and come with me. Thank you. Who's there?
Little children lost in the woods, eh?
Fresh meat from the village, headed straight to Bubba's kitchen.
They're just trees, Sasha. They can't hurt us.
Hurt you? Well, that's a twist. You think the jungle's been chopping down villages all of this time?
We have to find the witch blossom and get out of this place. Look! They're so small. Nothing to be afraid of.
I wouldn't do that.
Look at you, trying to bite me with your tiny teeth. How adorable. Sasha, watch out! It's afraid of the lantern. Hold it out! No! What have we done? Sasha, grab a leaf. Save the little ones. We have no quarrel with you. Just trying to help our mother.
You and your fire have done it now!
It's her! What is that?
Instead of the witch blossom in your bag, you may have found the wicked hag. Oh, that's me.
Sasha! Oh, you're awake. I'm so sorry I made you come with me. You always look after me, and I made you come with me, and I messed everything up for you, and I'm so sorry.
Look who's awake.
Just in time for dinner.
Our secret ingredient.
Well, it's not a secret now, is it?
I think I've about had it with you guys. Yes!
There goes the secret ingredient.
We've got to get out of here.
Here she comes.
No! No, no. No, no, no! Keep her distracted. I'll get us out of here, I promise.
Who dares to enter my forest? A Safe, perhaps. Do you know the punishment for thievery?
It's stew.
Quiet! Now, where were we? Oh, yeah.
No! Stay away!
Let's try to be civil here, children.
You have to let Sasha go. Please. This was all my idea. Our mother is very sick
And now, you come to take my precious witch blossom.
The witch blossom. No!
Oops! All gone. Oh well.
What have you done?
You see, thievery has its consequences. But I suppose you're not going to just jump into my pot on your own volition.
You're going to eat us?
Heavens! Of course not, child. I'm a vegetarian. My plants, on the other hand, are not. And they prefer their meals boiled alive. It's time to pay for your selfish ways.
Your ways are no better. You wage war on us and the war still dies. Nobody wins a war like this. No! She's gone. You saved me. Sasha, look!
We've been watching you both, risking everything to save your mother, the young plants, each other. And now the way is clear. Now one of you can be the bridge that the witch could never be.
Who are you?
I am the voice of the forest.
Wait, what's happening?
Without a new bottle, the forest is doomed. Save the island. Wear the mask. Become the witch.
So, if one of us wears the mask, then the witch blossom will live. Sasha, you've always been the faster one. Go to Mother before it's too late. I'll wear the mask. Now go. Run as fast as you can.
You run so fast. The world's a blur. You clutch the bloom, your mother's cure.
Sasha,
I feel better. My pain, it's gone. How did you do this? Where's your sister? Sasha? Where's Magda?
Sasha, stay back. It's Baba Yaga.
Magda.
No one has shown the courage to sway the heart of the forest as you and your sister have. And because of her sacrifice, Magda can finally see what the trees see and feel what the vines feel. She can never return to the village. The forest is hers to protect. Perhaps she will become as ruthless as I was, or perhaps she will become the bridge between your people and the island that I could never be. Time will tell. And so, my story is over. But yours has just begun. Instead of the witch blossom in your bag, you may have found the wicked hag. Oh, that's me.
She's gone. You saved me. Sasha, look!
We've been watching you both, risking everything to save your mother, the young plants, each other. And now the way is clear. Now one of you can be the bridge that the witch could never be.
Who are you?
I am the voice of the forest.
Wait, what's happening?
Without a new Baba, the forest is doomed. Save the island. Wear the mask. Become the witch.
So, if one of us wears the mask, then the witch blossom will live. Sasha, you've always been the faster one. Go to Mother before it's too late. I'll wear the mask. Sasha, you don't have to do this. It's my fault we're in this mess. Mother needs you.
Hello, little one. Thought I was gone, did you? I'll always be here, like all the spirits of the forest. The island is now yours to protect. But there is more than one path you can take. The path of power, or the path of beauty. Here, I'll show you. Wave your hands gently, like a sick little monkey. Go on. Very good. But the more beautiful you make the forest, the more forest the settlers will destroy. Let me show you the path to certain success. Lash out! Ha-ha! That's it! Now, you must decide what kind of witch you will be. The choice is yours. Put trust in your people, and the forest will pay. Or save the forest, and scare your people away. Think about what you are doing. You have chosen your path. The pestle is yours. You chose your path. You'll pay the price. But what you did for Mom was nice.
And now you are the new Baba Yaga.
What you did was very brave.
You made such a difficult choice, but you did good. Let us show you.
Touch the waters.
Use the pestle. Keep doing it. It works.
Mother? Mother!
Magda. I feel better. My pain, it's gone. How did you do this?
Oh, Mother.
Where's Sasha? Magda, where is Sasha?
So you are the new Baba Yaga. And with your great sacrifice, can you now feel the forest's pain? Do you see that your people must change their ways if the forest is to survive? Perhaps they can find a way to live in harmony with the forest. Perhaps you, with roots planted firmly in both worlds, can help your people merge these worlds into one. And so, my story is over, but yours has just begun. Hello, little one. Thought I was gone, did you? I'll always be here, like all the spirits of the forest. The island is now yours to protect. But there is more than one path you can take. The path of power or the path of beauty. Here, I'll show you. Wave your hands gently, like a sick little monkey. Very good. But the more beautiful you make the forest, the more forest the settlers will destroy. Let me show you the path to certain success. Lash out! Aha! That's it! Now, you must decide what kind of witch you will be. The choice is yours. Put trust in your people, and the forest will pay. Or save the forest, and scare your people away. Come on! You have chosen your path. No one has shown the courage and character to sway the heart of the forest as you have. Your sacrifice has made you even more powerful than I was. You can regrow what I have lost. But the island will be too dangerous for your people. They cannot stay here. Magda will miss you terribly. But wherever she may go, wherever she may find herself, when Magda hears the breezes whispering through the leaves, you will be with her.
They've done so much for animators and animation filmmaking, and I mean on all levels. And animation as an industry wouldn't be where it was today without Annecy Film Festival.
I'm so thrilled for Baobab to be at Annecy because for me, Annecy is the great equalizer in the animation community. It attracts all the top people that we aspire to, and it also attracts animation lovers.
I wanted to start Baobab because I love animation. You know how when you're really young, you thought you could do absolutely anything, right? You thought you could be an astronaut, you could be a musician, athlete, anything. But something happens as you get older. But when I watch animation or play animation in a game, I am brought back to that 5-year-old sense of self where I think that anything is possible and I feel invincible. And it inspires me afterwards to go after my dreams. And that is the power of animation. And I want everyone to feel invincible. I want to inspire you to dream by bringing out your sense of wonder and make you matter. That's our mission of Baobab.
You know, I didn't know much about VR, and then I met Maureen Fan, who would become one of my partners, and she put a VR headset on me for the first time, and I was absolutely blown away. That's really all it took to get me really excited about VR and excited about starting this company and seeing what we can come up with.
A Baobab story is where you are actually leaping from reality into a brand new wonderland where anything is possible. And it's really amazing because you have the opportunity to be able to almost feel like everything around you is so wondrous that you can almost leap out and touch it.
By taking advantage of this immersion that VR brings as a superpower, we can really put audiences inside a story. You really feel like you're there. Characters are looking you in the eye, and sometimes they're asking for your help. And as a viewer, you're actually a character inside the story, and the things that you do really make a difference. Characters might like you better if you do something nice for them. They might not like you so much if you do something not so nice. And so it's a very different medium from film, or even any other kind of medium, because you are inside the story. This is the prime focus of the work that we're doing with virtual reality, doing it in a way that really makes the viewer matter.
You saved me?
And you could see this in the journey of Baobab Studios. So when we first started out with Invasion, we didn't really know what we were doing, to be honest. We thought we kind of knew how to do this thing, how to create empathy, and we realized, hey, this is a completely new medium, and people treat it totally differently.
And I discovered really quickly that I needed a little bit of humility because VR is very different, and there's a great deal to learn. We learned a ton the first time we took Invasion out and showed it to test audiences and saw what people did when that bunny hops up to them. This little white bunny that comes up and looks you right in the eye. Even if you move around, it follows you around the environment. And people started talking to the bunny, reaching out and trying to touch it. And that's when we realized that making people matter, making them a part of the story, recognizing that they want to be in that story, and they want to connect with characters, is something that we wanted to focus on.
But back then, there were no hand controllers. All you could really do is move around the environment and have the other characters track you. So when Asteroids came out, by then we had hand controllers. We thought, okay, we want to take what we learned from Invasion, where we realized there could be this relationship formed between you and this other character. How do we make it so that you can actually impact that character, not just move around and have them look at you?
It allowed us to dive more deeply into the role of the viewer and being able to really participate in the story. And so that was our first foray into a highly interactive narrative story.
Crow the Legend is the project we had always wanted to do since the beginning of our studio, just because when Eric Darnell pitched his idea inspired by Native American folklore to us, the story was so beautiful, and we were pretty surprised that it was a story that was not more well known by people everywhere.
It's really a rewarding thing to be able to have everyday, modern day people, cultures, attitudes, backgrounds represented in the ensemble characters that we put together in our stories.
For us, this was really an amazing opportunity to take this age-old story and to bring it into a modern technology and modern platform like VR and tell this story in a brand new way.
We wanted the interactivity to feel more like a toy, like shaking a snow globe or popping bubbles in a bubble wrap, something that just feels very intuitive and fun and you just want to do. So instead of making you press buttons, we just made it so that you can wave your arms around the way you normally would, and that would create change in the environment.
So Bonfire is very different from our previous experiences because you play the main character. In our work to date, you had always been a character a little bit more off to the side. But in Bonfire, we decided to really test ourselves as storytellers and put you into the driver's seat.
Pork Bun is the first time that we've had a truly AI-driven character. And in virtual reality, what's amazing is that the characters, because they're being rendered in real time, they can actually react to what you're doing. They can actually acknowledge your presence. They can actually change their behavior and their emotions and what they do and how they relate to you based on the things that you do in the story.
European fairy tales are always at the core of my work. I always felt like Baba Yaga was a very underexploited Slavic fairy tale, and I could feel the weight and the depth of these environments, and I wanted to step inside of it. I think actually VR was the perfect medium to tell that story.
I think with Baba Yaga, it's been a progression in terms of how we situate the viewer and what the relationship is to the story and the characters. And so each time we've done it, we've taken it another step forward. Every piece that we do is an experiment. We're always learning new things and doing things better than we did before. And I think Baba is kind of the next step for us in terms of interactivity and integrating the viewer into the story, and most importantly, making sure that the viewer feels like they matter.
Carry the lantern and come with me.
Baba Yaga is one of the most theatrical pieces that we've done, and that's been a lot of fun. It really gives us a lot of freedom, and we can be really imaginative with how we show this world, how the viewer can discover this world that's around them.
When you're stepping into the world of Baba Yaga, you should feel like you're stepping into a giant pop-up book. It's not realistic in any way. The proportions, the lighting, the shapes and everything is seen through a very poetic set of eyes. We're not trying to impress you with how detailed we are. We're trying to make you feel like you're stepping inside an illustration. Everything in there is handcrafted. It's hand-painted, hand-modeled, and animated, and you should feel the sweat of all those talented artists.
Baba Yaga is a story of two sisters and a mother. And the mother has fallen ill with a sickness.
Magda plays your sister. Magda is determined to do whatever she can to save her mother's life, even if it means going in to Baba Yaga's dark forest and trying to find the magical flower that could cure her mother's life. Of course, the owner of that flower is Baba Yaga.
So it's in a way a story about humanity versus nature. And based off of the choices that you make, humanity and nature can either live in harmony or they can't live in balance, and it has to be one that wins over the other.
Think about Baba Yaga. I think a lot about the idea of how we demonize what we don't know. And maybe what doesn't know us either also demonizes us. So I think we have the opportunity with this timeless yet very ambivalent character to turn certain classic fairy tale tropes on their head and do something that is fresh and appealing and surprising.
Baba Yaga is cool to work on because it's a little bit darker than something we've done in the past. Our main character is young, but wants to be older and is just struggling the whole time with fear and with death and with growing up and with sibling rivalry and all these. It's a complex thing for this little 10-year-old girl to go through. So the challenge in developing her from the start and then kind of maintaining and directing this character arc now through the whole piece it's just super challenging, but crazy rewarding because it's a really three-dimensional little person.
And I think you will especially enjoy seeing her growing inside this adventure. She's caring, she's way too brave for her age, and the fact that you as the viewer playing her sibling will be able to play a key role in her arc, I think is a very important aspect of what Baba Yaga is.
Daisy Ridley is the voice of Magda, and she's amazing. So fun to work with, just so easygoing, and delivered this great, meaningful performance. And even after she would see some of the scenes, she'd like pinpoint lines and say, I can go do that better. Give me a shot, I'll go back in and I'll make that line even better. So just a real talent. My favorite Magda scene, I think, has to be when she first enters the jungle, and it's dark and it's scary, and there's these faces on the trees that are mocking the both of you, and it's a really scary world with giant snapping fly traps and sudden storms that come, and it's just, there's a lot going on. It's very dynamic, thunder and lightning, and it was a challenge, but it was super cool to get all of those elements into the scene, and to see Magda reacting to that, reacting to the fact that you're there with her, and making all of those elements kind of mix into a perfect soup.
Eric planted a phrase in our head that I think we sort of just now imbue Magda with, is that bravery is not the lack of fear. Bravery is being afraid and doing it anyway. And so Magda carries that with her. At least she doesn't do it consciously. We think about that every time we animate her, that she cannot, despite the bravery that she tries to exhibit, she still has to appear like a 10-year-old girl that's pretty scared of what's happening in this dark, mission that she's put herself on. So that, to me, it's a complex character. It becomes, she's not just this at all costs hero. She's got a lot of different things tugging at her.
We've done a really good job of capturing the personality and the essence of who Magda is, and especially who this sort of witch Baba Yaga is.
I'm Ken Fountain. I am the animation supervisor here at Baobab Studios.
And I am Glenn Hernandez. I am the art director at Baobab Studios. So we're starting here with our intro. This is our 2D, what we call the 2D pop-up intro. And it basically was just meant to look kind of more like a puppet theater. It's really a big, it was just a joy to work with Ken, to get some of the movement in here. I don't know if you want to say anything about that, Ken.
Oh yeah, it was a joy to work with your art, for one. It's really cool to kind of stand inside something.